I mean, I don't even know how to start this video. I don't even know how late I am to the party because I'm pretty sure it's been like 2 weeks since Musty posted his video regarding Rocket League. But the more I watch of his video, the more I realize how correct he is in what he's saying. Because to be honest, I think Rocket League has practically hit rock bottom. And you know what? I don't have a big following. I'm not like a Musty. Can't really, get a huge message out there. So rather than this being a message, I guess this is just gonna be kind of what the actual issue is. And I guess how people are going to move forward with playing Rocket League. For starters, let's just talk about the removal of trading and how the insane amount of negative feedback it got. Because I still don't think anybody really understands why trading was removed yet. Or actually, we do kind of know why. But I mean, I don't believe in this bullshit reason to abide by whatever rules they had in place or anything like that. Clearly, it was a money motive. It was to try and bring Fortnite some new modes, make it more creative. And you know what? That lost the whole sector of kind of Rocket League. And I guess a community that kind of just wanted to play, or not even play, just like trade and have the best, I don't know, type of car. I wasn't a trader, so I don't really know what the motive behind trading is. It's not that I care that trading was removed. Rather, I just think it was pretty stupid because you took out a whole community out of Rocket League, and now people who love trading have no reason to even log on to the game anymore. Rocket League's just basically become buy the cosmetics and play online, and that's practically it. Whereas in Fortnite, I mean, you have a whole player versus player, you have a player versus environment, you have rocket racing. I mean, what else do you have? Creative mode. You have these like thousands of maps that you can play. Whereas in Rocket League, it's just like a whole process to even just get those things. You know what I'm saying? You can't even play half those maps or half those like training maps that you see online without Baka's mod or some other mod that you put into the game. But going back to the trading issue, to this day, I don't know how long it's been. I think 2 months since they rebooted trading, 3 months, and they still haven't made anything big to come, which kind of leads me to my second point, which was RLCS, because RLCS is usually kind of like a big announcement that everyone looks forward to in Rocket League. But this year, I feel like it was kind of different. It was almost expected that it was going to be a disappointment. I don't know why. It was weird. That's the best way I can put it. There was a very long off season. The start was on what? January was signups, I think. I think that's what it was. Maybe beginning of February. I don't remember exactly. See, that's how little I cared about it this year. I mean, I used to love watching RLCS, but this year, I mean, I don't think I've even seen a stream of RLCS yet, let alone like open to Twitch just to go on it. But I was curious and I looked into the format and I saw that, I mean, this year only had 2 majors, which made sense. I mean, it's only what, a 6-month season this year. It's not like you have a huge season ahead of you. But then I looked down and I saw the amount of teams, I guess you can say, that can actually qualify from each region. And I remember last year it was like 6 from NA, I thought, and EU had 6. And now this year it's 4, which kind of like, I don't know, that's kind of weird. I feel like they just dropped the teams with the amount of competitiveness that these regions have. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to drop it, even though I think it's good that they added an SSA team with just 1 team. I don't understand the decision behind, removing 2 spots from NA and EU. It just doesn't make sense. Because I don't know if I'm right this year. I'm gonna go based off what I knew from last year. NA and EU clearly dominated. I think Mina had I forgot who it was, Rule 1, I think it was. That went a little deep, I think. But other than that, I mean, EU and NA practically dominated RLCS last season. I don't know if it's the same this year. Maybe it's different. But then I scrolled up a little bit and I saw that the prize pool from last season dropped. Even though I kind of expected it to drop, I didn't expect it to drop from 6 million to 4.3 million. I mean, that's crazy. You have a $1.7 million drop because you have 1 less major. And not only was that the most interesting thing I found, but I realized that now prize pools are now distributed across 128 teams in NA and EU, and then the top 64 teams in South America, Oceania, and MENA, and then the 32 teams in APAC and SSA. So how do you lower the prize pool, which means the players that are winning are gonna make less, and on top of that, widen the amount of teams that can actually win money, which decreases players winning like majors even less than that. I mean, it just doesn't really make sense. I think that was very stupid. If they were gonna add something like this, I think they should have added it in a season where you don't have a 4-month break. And then I look at this age minimum, now it's 13 years old to compete. I mean, come on, guys. Like, that is the dumb, even though 13-year-olds might be happy about it, I think it's pretty stupid. If you don't believe me, just go watch Arsenal's video. He literally discusses everything regarding this. I mean, he was grinding Rocket League. He had no friends, no social life, no nothing. I'm telling you guys, if you really want to understand how detrimental this could be to any kid, especially a 13-year-old, just go watch Arsenal's video. And then the funny part about this entire message that I kind of saw was, I was reading kind of the end of this, and I kind of want to highlight this real quickly. It says, as always, catch all the English broadcasts on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and in Fortnite's Legends Landing Island. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna stream Rocket League in Fortnite's Legends Landing Island? You're telling me we got Fortnite's Legends Landing Island before Unreal Engine 5 in Rocket League, or before anything new in Rocket League? Like, it's just so obvious the message they're sending out. I mean, clearly they don't give a rat's ass about this game, which kind of leads me to my last point about how it's becoming almost impossible to be creative on a game like this. Almost every single video I've seen is practically the same thing. All I see now in Rocket League is practically a guess the rank someone deserves versus the rank they actually are. Like, those are the same exact videos I see regarding Rocket League, and I literally cannot blame them because they're being as creative as possible. Freestyling Rocket League, I see that all the time. It's just there's nothing new, and you can't make anything new. As much as you try, as hard as you try, it's become literally almost impossible to come up with something that's entertaining for people to watch. And I originally planned to make this video after my series ended, which if you haven't watched it, go watch it, it's really good. But I still have parts 6 and 7 to make, or just to upload, but I'm making this even before that because of how right Musty was regarding his video. I feel like we've been all waiting for something new to just happen in Rocket League already, and as hard as it is for me to say this, I just don't think we're gonna be getting anything new. And I made a post regarding this a couple days back about how, because there's nothing new coming to Rocket League and how difficult it's becoming, the trajectory this channel is going to be going in. And the thing is, even though I'm not really ready to admit that Rocket League is officially dying, the one thing I can admit is that Rocket League is kind of nearing a point of no return. For most people, it just almost feels like there's no reason to play anymore. And this kind of goes for pro players and kind of like content creators more because of the ideas and stuff they have to publicize and put out to entertain their audiences. And you know what, going on to the subject of pro players, I mean, and you know, retracing back to RLCS real quickly and the subject of pro players, this past off season was like the biggest shift in RLCS I think we've ever seen. I don't remember how many people left or how many people announcing they were leaving after the season or right when the season started. But for one thing I know is that we lost Squishy, we lost Drees, what was it, Cammy? I forgot how many people we lost, but we definitely lost a lot. And you know what, don't get the wrong idea that I hate this game or I'm starting to kind of resent playing it. I still love playing this game, but I feel like Rocket League is at kind of like a standstill. I wish I could say that this season or the end of the season is going to be our make or break for Rocket League. I feel like we're long past that point of a make or break. I think it's already done. Like, Rocket League would have to pull out one of the biggest things possible in order to kind of come back from where it's at right now. I don't speak for everyone, but I do speak for myself and maybe some others, or to the people that agree with me on this point. Like, I could put it in that category right now as a game that's fallen off. But the thing is, I don't think it's long gone, because I do think they could still come back from this, but it would have to be with something big and not something like posting a cosmetic every week or like messing up prices, because like, what the fuck is that? You know, I don't really give a shit about cosmetics. But yeah, to like the few people that are probably gonna watch this, you know, let me know what you think. I'm definitely open to hearing what a lot of people have to say, because even though I'm kind of on board with what everybody else says, I'm also kind of, you know, look at it from an objective view rather than like my personal feelings, even though I did let my personal feelings play a little role in kind of how I went about this video. But yeah, just let me know how you feel. Let me know what you think. Part 6 and 7 of my journey are going to be coming out next week. Stay tuned for that, and I'll see you on the next one.